Edge, whose real name is Adam Joseph Copeland, was born on October 30th, 1973, in Orangeville, Ontario, Canada. He is a retired professional wrestler and actor who gained worldwide fame for his time in WWE, where he became one of the most iconic and decorated superstars in the history of professional wrestling. Edge's passion for wrestling began at a young age, inspired by his love for the sport and the influence of his favorite wrestlers, such as Bret Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels. He pursued his dream by training at the legendary Hart Dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, under the guidance of Stu Hart. Edge made his professional wrestling debut in 1992, initially wrestling in small Canadian promotions before signing with WWE, then known as WWF, in 1996. His early years in WWE saw him wrestle under the ring name Edge, a name that would become synonymous with greatness in the wrestling world. He initially gained attention with his high-flying style and willingness to take risks, which made him stand out from his peers. His first major break came when he formed a tag team with Christian Cage, and together they became one of the most successful duos in WWE history. As a tag team, Edge and Christian were known for their entertaining and humorous promos, as well as their high-energy matches. They won the WWE Tag Team Championships several times and were part of some of the most memorable tag team bouts, including the legendary ladder matches with the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys. These matches, often involving high-risk stunts, showcased their innovative style and earned them widespread recognition as one of the best tag teams of their era. In the early 2000s, Edge transitioned into a singles competitor, and this marked the beginning of his ascent to the top of WWE. His first big moment as a singles star came in 2001 when he won the King of the Ring tournament, cementing his place as a top contender. Over the next few years, Edge's popularity continued to grow as he showcased his versatility in the ring and became known for his resilience and determination. He won his first WWE Championship in 2006, and it was a moment that solidified him as one of the top stars in the company. Edge's career reached new heights where he became involved in one of the most famous storylines in WWE history, the Rated R Superstar persona. His character evolved into a more provocative and daring figure, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable on television. This transformation was marked by his feuds with high-profile stars such as John Cena, The Undertaker, and Triple H. His rivalry with Cena, in particular, was one of the most intense and memorable in WWE history, culminating in an iconic match at the 2006 WWE TLC event. Throughout his career, Edge was involved in several epic and high-profile matches that became classics. His performances at the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and Survivor Series cemented his place as a top-tier WWE superstar. His in-ring ability, charisma, and passion for the business earned him the admiration of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. In 2011, Edge was forced to retire prematurely due to neck injuries that required surgery. Despite this, his legacy continued to live on as one of the most influential wrestlers in WWE history. During his time away from the ring, Edge made appearances in other media, including acting roles in TV shows and movies. He appeared in the TV series Vikings and starred in films such as Money Plane and Interrogation. Edge's retirement seemed to be permanent until 2020, when he made a shocking return to WWE at the Royal Rumble after nearly a decade of being away. His return was met with overwhelming excitement from fans, who had missed his contributions to the sport. Over the next few years, Edge would go on to compete in several high-profile matches, including a dramatic showdown with Randy Orton in a last-man-standing match at WrestleMania 36. Despite the challenges of returning to the ring after such a long time away, Edge proved that his passion for the sport and his incredible work ethic had not diminished. Edge's career is filled with numerous accolades. He is an 11-time world champion, having won the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the WWE Universal Championship. He is also a 4-time Intercontinental Champion and a 7-time WWE Tag Team Champion. His achievements have earned him a place in the WWE Hall of Fame, where he was inducted in 2012. Outside of his wrestling career, Edge has also made a mark as a musician. He formed a band called the Trivial Pursuits and has performed in a number of rock and metal projects over the years. His interest in music, coupled with his passion for acting and wrestling, speaks to his diverse talents and ability to adapt to different creative outlets. Edge's personal life is equally as fascinating as his professional career. He was married to fellow WWE star Lita Ortiz for several years, though the couple eventually separated. He later married Beth Phoenix, a former WWE Divas champion, and the couple has 2 daughters. Edge has often spoken about the importance of family and how his loved ones have been a source of support throughout his career. As a wrestler, Edge's legacy is defined not only by his championships, but by his ability to reinvent himself and continue to captivate audiences even after his return from retirement. His resilience, work ethic, and dedication to the craft have made him an inspiration to generations of fans and aspiring wrestlers alike. You said, "Count anew." ChatGPT said, Edge's influence on the wrestling industry extends far beyond his time in the ring. He played a pivotal role in elevating WWE's product during the 2000s, particularly in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, periods known for their edgier, more adult-oriented content. His ability to push boundaries and embrace controversial storylines was a significant factor in his popularity. This allowed him to become a mainstream character and helped to keep WWE relevant in a competitive entertainment landscape. In addition to his fame within WWE, Edge also became a staple in the mainstream media. His high-profile feuds, particularly those with John Cena, The Undertaker, and Randy Orton, attracted attention from outside the wrestling world, and he made appearances on various television programs and in mainstream news outlets. He appeared on shows like The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson and The Best Damn Sports Show, period, further enhancing his public image as more than just a wrestler, but a pop culture figure. Edge's long-term impact on professional wrestling is not only marked by his title reigns and storylines, but by his role in popularizing certain match types, such as the TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs match, which he helped revolutionize alongside his tag team partner Christian. His willingness to put his body on the line in these brutal, high-flying encounters changed the landscape of professional wrestling, inspiring countless young wrestlers to adopt similar high-risk, high-reward styles. When Edge returned to WWE in 2020, after his retirement due to neck injuries, it wasn't just a return of a veteran wrestler. It was a return of a legend. His comeback was met with tremendous fanfare, and he immediately set his sights on top competition. Edge's emotional return at the Royal Rumble, where he entered as a surprise entrant, sparked excitement for a potential return to championship-level matches. His feud with Randy Orton in 2020, culminating in the greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash, was an effort to bring a classic, technical wrestling match back to WWE, showcasing Edge's ability to still compete at the highest level despite his age and physical setbacks. Edge's continued presence in WWE showcases his evolution from a high-flying, risk-taking star to a more methodical and strategic in-ring performer, reflecting his maturity as a wrestler. As a character, Edge has become a symbol of resilience and perseverance, facing personal and physical challenges and coming back stronger each time. He has also mentored younger talent, often speaking about the importance of paying it forward within the wrestling community. Edge's willingness to help develop the next generation of stars, sharing his knowledge and experiences, speaks to his enduring love for the industry. This has helped secure his legacy as not just a performer, but as a leader and teacher within WWE. Edge's influence on the sport is undeniable, and his journey continues to inspire both current and future generations. While many professional wrestlers come and go, Edge's longevity, versatility, and ability to reinvent himself throughout his career ensure that he will always be remembered as one of the greatest in WWE history. You said, "Count anew." ChatGPT said, as Edge's career progressed, his legacy became cemented not only in terms of his accomplishments inside the ring, but also in how he shaped WWE's storytelling and in-ring dynamics. His innovative approach to storytelling, especially in his rivalries and feuds, set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Whether it was through his complex character arcs, such as transitioning into the rated-R superstar persona, or his emotionally charged storylines involving betrayal, romance, and redemption, Edge knew how to captivate an audience. His unparalleled ability to mix real emotions with scripted drama added layers of depth to his character, making him one of the most compelling performers in the history of WWE. Edge's feud with The Undertaker, particularly their rivalry leading into the Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 24, was one of the standout moments of his career. The story surrounding that match wasn't just about physical competition, but was also about Edge's pursuit of immortality, and the lengths he was willing to go to in order to maintain his championship. This storyline exemplified Edge's ability to craft an engaging narrative that extended far beyond just the in-ring action. Edge's legendary status was also built on his extensive list of firsts and achievements in WWE history. Notably, he was the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match winner in 2005, a victory that would lay the foundation for his rise to superstardom. The Money in the Bank match itself was revolutionary, and Edge's decision to cash his contract for the World Heavyweight Championship on an unsuspecting John Cena in 2006 remains one of the most iconic moments in WWE's history. This moment set a precedent for future Money in the Bank cash-ins, making the match a coveted opportunity for WWE superstars to climb the ranks to the top of the card. As a performer, Edge's willingness to push the boundaries and defy conventional wrestling styles helped him become one of the most unpredictable and captivating characters in WWE history. His ability to perform in both multi-man matches and singles contests showcases versatility. Whether participating in a brutal TLC match, a submission-based contest, or a one-on-one brawl, Edge always delivered a unique performance that resonated with fans and showed his depth as a professional wrestler. One of the most defining moments of Edge's career was his WWE Championship reigns. While he held numerous titles, it was his reigns as a multi-time WWE and World Heavyweight Champion that cemented his place as a top-tier star. Edge's championship runs weren't just defined by the matches themselves, but by the drama surrounding them. His heels turns, shocking betrayals, and the chaos he caused in his feuds elevated him to superstardom. His work as a top villain in WWE, particularly in his long feud with John Cena, set new standards for what it meant to be a heel in the world of professional wrestling. After his retirement, Edge's impact was still felt across WWE. He returned not only as a competitor, but also as an integral part of the brand's legacy. His return was a validation of his lasting influence and solidified that even after leaving the ring, Edge remained a key player in WWE's evolving product. His comeback sparked the return of other legendary figures in WWE, including the likes of John Cena and Triple H. But it was Edge's return that felt like a full-circle moment for both the company and the fans. Since his comeback in 2020, Edge's role has been that of both a mentor and a veteran who helps elevate the careers of younger stars. Edge continues to compete at a high level, even as a more seasoned performer, showcasing that his passion for the craft and his drive to entertain the audience have not diminished. His contributions to WWE have inspired countless other wrestlers to take risks, both in their matches and in the way they connect with fans, ensuring that his legacy will extend well into the future of the business. In recent years, Edge has solidified his role as a major player in WWE's larger narrative, taking on formidable opponents such as Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and AJ Styles. These matches showcase his evolving character, which now has the wisdom of years in the business, combined with the fire and intensity that made him a star in the first place. His intense rivalry with Seth Rollins, for example, brought out a new level of aggression and determination in Edge, proving that even in the latter stages of his career, he could still hold his own against the best the current generation had to offer. Edge's career is also distinguished by the deep respect he commands from his peers. He is frequently praised not only for his wrestling abilities, but for his professionalism, work ethic, and loyalty to the business. Fellow wrestlers have consistently referred to him as a mentor and a driving force within the locker room, someone who is always willing to offer advice, share knowledge, and help elevate the younger talent coming up behind him. As a family man, Edge's personal life has always been an important aspect of his character. His relationship with Beth Phoenix has been an inspiration to fans, as both superstars have navigated the demanding world of professional wrestling while raising their family together. Their shared love for the business has allowed them to be an example of balance, proving that it's possible to maintain a successful career while still prioritizing family. Edge's story is one of resilience, passion, and an undying love for professional wrestling. His journey from a young fan dreaming of becoming a wrestler to a Hall of Famer and WWE legend is one of the most inspiring tales in the history of the sport. Whether it's his iconic matches, his compelling character work, or his leadership in the locker room, Edge's legacy is etched in the annals of professional wrestling history. Even as he continues to add new chapters to his story, it's clear that Adam Copeland's influence on WWE and the world of professional wrestling will be felt for generations to come.